Hello my friends, welcome to today's video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about how to handle price objections. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about handling price objection. So, 4 things I'm going to look at with you today. First of all is your expectations and your beliefs. Number 2, what really is a price objection. Number 3, how do you overcome it? And number 4, targeting. So let's start straight away with your expectations. What do I mean by that? Well, many people when they come into the network marketing business often expect that every person they talk to is going to be interested in their products. Because the companies often say, everyone's going to be interested in this, it's a fantastic product, which in most cases it probably is a fantastic product, but it's never going to be for everyone, otherwise everyone would have already signed up for your company. So getting the expectations right at the start is key. Now, the top people in this industry who get the most sales probably only convert 20 to 25% of the people of all their leads that they speak to. So if you're out there thinking, my best mate said no, this guy said no, then it's keep trying, it's numbers. The top people 20%, so if you get 1 in 10, that's not a bad ratio. So first of all, is get expectations right, and it's about numbers, it's about the number of people you speak to. Second thing, really important, beliefs, in terms of price especially. So what do I mean by that? So in this case, if you've got a fraction of doubt around the price yourself, if you have this smidgen of fear of the price being too much, and that will seep through, that's like a belief that the product is too much, that's going to come through in your conversations. So you need to have it firmly in your mind, the value of the product for you. So first of all, number 1, make sure you're using the product. There's tons of people out there who don't even use their own products they're trying to sell. Use your product so you know the value and you're able to convey that. And it's really important that you have full belief in the value of the product compared to its price. Otherwise, people are going to sense it. They're going to feel it in your conversations. They're going to see it in your presentations. Really important that you fully believe in the value. All right, so let's get on to the next topic. What is a price objection? Well, what a price objection really is where someone does not see the value compared to what they actually require. So it's a lack of perceived value compared to what their needs are. So, if someone likes the product, but they don't quite think if they think it's expensive, it's because they don't see the full value of that product compared to what it could do for them. So I'm going to talk about what that means and how to overcome it in the next point. But what it really means in this case is, they haven't got enough to justify the buying decision. So the value is not high enough to justify the buying decision, therefore they deem the price is too high. And it's really interesting because there's lots of different preferences out there in the world in terms of value. For example, whenever I buy my soap for the bathroom, it's probably about £1, £2 for the soap. But there's people out there who spend 20, 25, 30 pounds on their soap. So we obviously perceive the value of those things very differently. Now, if you're out there watching this and your network marketing company offers any fine soaps, then feel free to send me a sample. I'll be delighted to investigate the value of these magic soaps. So it's all about perceived value. So how do we overcome it? Well, I had the fortune of 7 years experience of teaching sales and sales management and leadership. And I developed this system called the Real Sales System. So R stands for rapport and trust. My wonderful writing. Rapport and trust. So before we even go anywhere with our prospects, whether it's a warm prospect or a cold prospect, must have built rapport, must have got to know that person, must have built trust to that person so that we're on the right level when we're presenting. Next, most importantly, and this is often where most network marketers miss this stage. It's really, really important. It's not rocket science, it's establish needs. So what is it your customer, your prospect actually needs and wants? So if they're not actually looking for the solution you provide, it's not relevant to their life, then they're going to find any way to get out of that conversation with you. And you know, price is a very simple way to get out. It's often used as a smokescreen, if I'm honest. You know, price objections are often a smokescreen for removing themselves from the conversation. They're just finding the fastest way possible to exit that dialogue, and it usually works. So if we establish the need, so to give an example, if your product was a weight loss product, for example, like the business I'm involved with, you know, how important would it be for someone to lose weight on a scale of 1 to 10? Where is it on their priorities in terms of their life? You know, if it rates pretty highly on that scale, then the chances of the price coming up as a problem is going to be greatly reduced once you really understand what the customer needs or what they want. The next thing, importantly, is agreeing solutions. And it's here that we handle any objections. But before we agree the solutions, it's about presenting to your prospect the solution to the problems you identified. So once you've got a clear pain point from the prospect, then you can then present the correct solution from the product range you've got. You know, some multi-level marketing companies have got huge product ranges. So you might be inclined to go for your core product because it's the highest value for you, but it's really about meeting the customer's needs. And once you fully understand the customer's needs, and you can better position the product. The next thing on this part, about agreeing solutions and presenting the solution, is that you can focus on the benefits of the products and services that meet those needs and desires of your customer. What many people tend to do in network marketing is list all of the features, like, you know, if it's a shake, all the ingredients, all the fantastic magic, and all that kind of stuff. Ingredients, features, advantages, why it's so special, you know, the magic formula. But really, it's about the benefits. You've got to think about the benefits to the customer. And you know, there might be one feature in there which captures the benefit that really hits the mark in terms of the customer's needs. And that's the one you need to focus on, because you're showing and demonstrating that you understand what the customer or the prospect is looking for and what they want. And the final piece, importantly, is called lasting commitment. So this is where we've made the deal. Lovely writing again. And we are outlining the next steps. You know, in network marketing, it's common for products to have a monthly fee to them, a monthly retainer. Really important your customers know that. They know the billing cycle, they know what to expect next. If your company's going to send out emails, let them know what they're going to expect, so that at least they can see the track after they've made the purchase. And if you've got any specific service arrangements, make sure they know what's coming down the track. You know, outstanding service through the point of sale and therefore afterwards is what makes the difference. You know, if you look at the best companies in the world for after-sales service, people like Apple, you know, they've got people queuing up for the next product. And the same thing will happen with this. You know, if you really look after your customers, they're going to be the first one that comes in line for the new products that come out from your company, and they're going to be the first to recommend you and your products. So this real model here is really important, and the piece that often gets missed is this establishing needs. So when you're presenting your products, really make sure before you present the products you're really clear on what that person is actually looking for and what's important to them. Because otherwise, you know, when you go to present the products, it may be the most exciting product in the world, but if it doesn't meet a need, a pain, or a problem, you're not going to go anywhere with it, and the customer's going to look for all kinds of objections. Even if those features and advantages are appealing to that person, if it doesn't meet a need for theirs, you know, they're going to be looking for ways to get out of it. And if it doesn't fully meet a need, then price is always going to come up. So it's about stacking value. And of course, once you know the benefit that they're looking for, then you can stack the benefit. You can stack the value around that benefit. So some of the top network marketers I know will often add their own value to the product. So it might be their own time. It might be private consulting. It could be an information product. So if you're dealing with weight loss, it could be a 10-step guide to losing weight loss. If it's a detox product, it could be, you know, the 7 core detox foods that you can give away with the purchase. So you can stack the value and elevate your position. It's about creating positioning for your customer. The final piece I want to say on this bit is around posture. You know, people are going to say no, and this links back to expectations. People are going to say no. What you need to do is emotionally detach yourself from that outcome. You know, if you go into a conversation with someone and you really, really want them to take on board what you've got, and you know it's going to be fantastic for them, but they still say no, You just got to remove yourself emotionally from that. You've got to take it out. You've got to take it out of the equation and just move on to the next. This is a numbers game. Move on to the next person, because some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. All right. So, final piece here. Really, this is massively important. I'm not going to talk about it in huge detail here because I'm going to do a whole video on it. But targeting. So, you could be talking to your friends and family about the products you've got, or some other people in the market. But who is really buying? Who's already spending money in the market that you're operating in? So to give an example again from the weight loss market, where there's often the products are backed by shakes, just like the business I'm involved in. So people out there already spend money on supplements and protein. So if they come across my product, then it's no shift for them to start spending money on those priorities. It's already a priority for them. They're already spending money in that market. So one of your goals should be to identify who's already spending money in your market, who's already buying the products, not necessarily from your company, but from competitors, who's already interested in the type of products that you offer, and the type of outcomes and the type of solutions you offer. So I'm going to do a whole video, watch out for that one tomorrow. I'm going to teach you how to identify your target market and how then to reach your target market. But hopefully that's been useful. Price objection is really about stacking the value so that people can make an informed buying decision based on the value that they perceive. Because really what it comes down to is the perceived value greater or equal to what they perceive as their own needs? If the value is less than their need, then they're going to find a way to get out of it, whether it's price or any other objection. So pleasure as always serving you. Please leave your comments in the box down below. Please share it with your teams. Love to hear from you. See you next time.